I have got this cool new Moss Man, and I decided to do a little bit of customizing on him, but not a lot, just enough to make it work. And let's go ahead and talk about this. Is there a way to change my camera? Hold on a second. How weird. I can't change my camera on the fly to use the better camera. Oh well, we're stuck with this one. Anyway, so here is Moss Man, and when I got him, he came with two different wristbands, and he came with two different leg pieces. So just really quick, I opened another Moss Man up, tossed on the other armband here. It was weird; it wasn't painted, not like this one where it's kind of a darker kind of green. And then afterwards, I decided to make these match, because it came with one that was not spiky and one that was spiky. And I was going to go with two not spikies, but I figured this is my battle ready Moss Man. So I ended up stripping down the other Moss Man, stripping him down. When I did, I thought, you know what? I was going to strip him down just to sell him. I thought, you know what? He's actually kind of cool stripped down. So I ended up taking the belt and stretching it across his shoulder on both sides so he can still carry his sword into when he's doing stuff. But here is my stripped down version. And I decided to put the armbands on, the ones I didn't like, because in the stripped down version, those look kind of cool. Like maybe he's going to the castle and he has to dress up a little bit. So he's got the cool bracers that match his belt. And then I stretched his belt over the top and put his sword right here. And I'm loving it. And so it's kind of cool because now I have Moss Man that comes to visit, just once in a while in Eternia. And then, he's visiting the king or whatever, and he's got his sword on his side. I kind of wish I could stretch it a little lower, but that's as far as I can get it. It was quite the stretch to get it up and over the top anyway to begin with. And then, he's got his fancy bracers on and nothing on his shins. And this reminds me more of the reminiscent look of Moss Man that we got originally and with Classics, which I still haven't found my Classics Moss Man. I don't know where he went off to. I guess he got tired of hanging out with me. But anyway, so these are the same guy. So it's not two Moss Man. It is just one Moss Man. And battle ready. He's called to the battle. There he is. And then normal attire Moss Man. So kind of like when you see Groot and all of a sudden he grows on all this extra stuff. The vines just grow on him. But I figured the sword was not organic. So that's why I left the sword on both, even though it switches sides. But what the heck. But I think he's pretty cool. Anyway, let's take a look at your guys' comments. See what you guys say about him. Nobody's commented? Really? Okay, well, anyway, just a short, sweet video to show off my new Moss Man. And it's funny, is I was going to open this Moss Man for the extra parts at one time. But now that I have these cool Moss Men, or excuse me, Moss Man, I really have no need for this guy. This is going to be a lackey of some sort, like Moss Man's little buddy in the trees or whatever. I did come up with a crazy storyline, and hear me out first. It is kind of a crazy storyline. So, Moss Man is supposed to be an elemental. He's been around for like 5,000 years. 5,000 years? That's a long time to be around. And so my idea was he's bored. Oh, I'm bored. So he decided to make some offspring. And of course, since he's, made of plant material or whatever, or kind of, I don't know what he is totally. He literally took a shoot from his body and made this guy. So this is technically his son. I'm his son. Hey, Papa. And so that was something I was kind of thinking would be kind of funny, is these Moss Men minions are literally chunks from Moss Man, growing from the Moss Man, like he chopped off a chunk of his arm or his leg or whatever else it may be and outsprouted another being for him to hang with. And I thought, that's kind of a cool idea. I could open the other Moss Man from the box and use the two like they are just, his offspring that he decided to make to guard inside the jungle, the mighty jungle. I don't have a lion though. I mean, we got a tiger. I guess I can't say the lion sleeps tonight, but whatever. The battle cat sleeps tonight. Woo-wee. Anyway, I want to know what you guys think of my crazy idea of maybe using the other Moss Man as his offspring guards, or is that just too weird, or just a separate entity altogether and not related? And what do you think about these two different forms of the same Moss Man, where we have battle ready, battle hardened, ready to go to the fray, and then we have the regular just visiting Moss Man when he comes to visit King Randor or the Royal Palace or whatever. Anyway, let's see if you guys posted any comments yet. Still no comments. No way. Nobody has nothing to say. Okay, anyway, thanks for joining me. That's really all that I got. Just a little Moss Man update. I'm going to have some more videos today. I just thought I'd quickly make this. Check this out. I did this too. I decided to take the jungle from this card art that we got with Moss Man. And I like this card art a lot, except for it has like flying creatures in it, and it's got these creases right here, and it has so much foreground that technically you'd want Moss Man to sit like right here in the grassy knoll, not in front, because in front, since you make it bigger on a TV screen, it doesn't look right. I mean, you can put him in front here, I suppose, like this to a certain point. But since I wanted to throw it on the TV and make it big, I couldn't have so much foreground. So this was my fix that I had. I cut off the bottom half here, got rid of the foreground stuff, got rid of the flying animals, and got rid of the little lizard here and the worm there. I decided to get rid of the living tree. That just drove me crazy. So you can see here, no more living tree. Just kind of a stump where his nose used to be. You can see the difference there. And I think it looks really cool. So anyway, that was my crazy kind of quick work fix for my backdrop on my television. So now I can have a jungle. I was going to actually just create a whole entire jungle scene. And then as I was thinking about it, it's like, you know what? I already did make a jungle scene for me. All I have to do is just use it. So that is what I did. And so I went to the garbage and pulled out the box and grabbed this and scanned it in. And I think I like it. I mean, look how cool that looks. Got the trees there, got some stuff there, got it a little bit taller than it was originally. And you can see Eternity on the background. Anyway, I just thought that made it really cool for a jungle scene for Moss Man to raise his son, Papa. But anyway, I still have not made the cool wooden battle axe. I'm thinking about it, how I'm going to make it in my head. I just haven't got around to making it yet. And as you guys know, I'm going to be using him with my classics. So he's not going to be, well, I don't really use my Masterverse figures for Masterverse unless the monsters of the universe, the females. So like He-Man and all the main characters are all classics, not Masterverse figures. All right. Anyway, let me check for final comments. Wow, still none. Okay. So I guess I will end the video. And thanks for joining me. And if you do like what you see, join the channel. We have a lot of fun. Join the Lounge Grayskull on Facebook. And share pictures that you do and other things. And I will see you guys next video. Thanks for joining me. Bye now. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. Oh, good journey. Good journey. Bye now.